You've heard of quiet quitting. You've definitely heard of the Great Resignation. But there's a new, powerful trend reshaping the workforce, and it's happening right under our noses. It's called quiet hiring, and if you're not paying attention, you could miss your next big career opportunity or get completely left behind. Welcome back to the Workforce Workshop. I'm your host, Chiraz Kelly, and today we're pulling back the curtain on this stealthy corporate strategy. We're going to break down exactly what it is, why companies are obsessed with it, and most importantly, how you can position yourself to not just understand it, but to absolutely thrive because of it. So, stick around. This is one you don't want to miss. One, what is quiet hiring? So, let's start with the basics. What on earth is quiet hiring? At its core, quiet hiring is a strategic move by organizations to acquire new skills and capabilities without hiring new full-time employees. No job postings, no public announcements, no messy recruitment processes. It's the corporate equivalent of reorganizing the furniture you already have instead of going out to buy new stuff. Companies are secretly filling roles by identifying current employees who have the needed skills or the potential to learn them and shifting their responsibilities. It manifests in two main ways. One, internal mobility and upskilling. This is the more positive side. A company needs a data analyst but doesn't want to hire one. They identify a sharp employee in marketing who has some analytical skills, maybe from their own projects or past experience. They offer that employee training, a title change, and a pay bump to move into that new data role. The company gets its analyst, and the employee gets a fantastic career boost. It's a win-win. And two, the expanded responsibilities model. Now, this is the one that gets tricky and frankly is the source of a lot of the quiet anxiety around this trend. A team member leaves, and instead of backfilling that role, a manager approaches another employee and says, "We're not going to replace Sarah right now. We really need you to step up and handle her project management duties alongside your current work. We'll see how it goes in 6 months." Did you catch the key difference? In the first scenario, the employee's role formally changes. In the second, the role often just expands. More work, similar title, and the promise of a future review that may or may not materialize. Quiet hiring is a direct response to economic uncertainty. It allows companies to stay agile, control headcount costs, and still get critical work done. But for employees, it's a double-edged sword. It can be a hidden path to promotion or a fast track to burnout. Two, why are companies doing this? The drivers. So why is this happening now? It's not a random trend. It's a perfect storm of several factors. First, economic volatility. With talks of recessions, inflation, and market instability, companies are in a defensive crouch. They're freezing hiring to protect their bottom line. But the work doesn't freeze. Critical projects still need to be completed. Quiet hiring is their loophole. Second, the retention problem. After the Great Resignation, companies are terrified of good people walking out the door. Quiet hiring is a powerful retention tool. By offering upskilling and internal moves, they give ambitious employees a new challenge and a path for growth within the company, which makes them less likely to look elsewhere. And third, the rise of skills-based hiring. Companies are finally waking up to the idea that what you can do is more important than the exact title you've held. They're mining their existing workforce for hidden talent, that graphic designer who's great at UX, that accountant who's a whiz with data visualization. Quiet hiring is the execution of a skills-based strategy. It's a smart business move for them. But for you, the employee, it means the rules of career advancement are changing. The old way was to apply for a posted job. The new way is to be discovered and chosen for an opportunity that was never publicly advertised. 3. How to spot quiet hiring in your company. You might be wondering, is this happening at my job? Well, here are the telltale signs. Listen for the language. Are managers and leaders using phrases like, We need to do more with less. We're looking for internal solutions first. I need someone to step up and wear multiple hats. We're pausing external recruitment for this quarter. Also, pay attention to hiring freezes. If your company has officially frozen new hires, but you see work being reassigned, that's quiet hiring in action. Another big sign is sudden interest in your skills. If your manager or HR schedules a meeting to learn more about your career goals and interests, pay very close attention. This isn't always a casual check-in. They are often talent scouting. They are looking for inventory. What skills do we already have on the shelf that we can use? Finally, watch for pilot projects or temporary assignments. Being asked to lead a new, high-visibility initiative for now is a classic testing ground. They're quietly auditioning you for a new permanent set of responsibilities. 4. How to benefit from the quiet hiring trend. Okay, so this is the most important part. How do you turn this trend to your advantage? You need to shift from a passive employee to a strategic one. You need to make yourself impossible to ignore for the right kind of quiet hiring. Step 1. Become a skill collector. Don't just do your job. Actively acquire skills that are adjacent to it and in high demand. Think data literacy, project management, UX principles, copywriting, or even AI prompt engineering. Use online learning platforms Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Udemy. Document these new skills on your LinkedIn and your internal company profile. Make your growing skill set highly visible. Step 2. Master visibility with value. This isn't about empty self-promotion. It's about strategically making your contributions known. Did you solve a complex problem? Share the lesson learned in a team meeting. Did you complete a certification? Post it on your internal Slack or Teams channel. Volunteer for cross-departmental projects. Get your name and your capabilities in front of leaders outside your immediate team. You want to be the first person they think of when a new need arises. Step 3. Have the talk with your manager. Don't wait for them to come to you. Schedule a dedicated career conversation. Come prepared. Say something like, I'm really committed to growing my impact here at company name. I've been developing my skills in your new skill, and I'm excited about the possibility of taking on more responsibility in that area. I'd love to understand what the company's biggest needs are right now and how my development can align with that. This frames you as proactive, strategic, and business-minded. You're not asking for a raise. You're offering a solution. Step 4. Negotiate and formalize. This is the critical step. If you are approached to take on significant new work, you must navigate the conversation carefully. If it's a short-term, small ask, it might be fine to be a team player. But if it's a fundamental change to your role or a major increase in workload, you need to clarify expectations. Ask, can we define the key outcomes for this new responsibility? Is this a permanent change to my role? How will success be measured in my performance reviews? And most importantly, can we discuss how this expanded role will be reflected in my title and compensation? If it's a real role change, it deserves real recognition. Get any agreements on title and pay in writing before you fully take on the new workload. If they say, let's see how it goes in 6 months, propose a 3-month check-in to review the new arrangement. This protects you from being quietly overworked instead of quietly hired. Conclusion: quiet hiring isn't going away. It's a fundamental shift in how companies operate. You can see it as a threatening, shady practice, or you can see it as a landscape of hidden opportunities. The power is in your hands. By strategically developing your skills, increasing your visibility, and having proactive professional conversations, you can position yourself to be the one who gets the promotion, the pay raise, and the career growth, all without a single job posting ever seeing the light of day. The quiet hires happening right now are the future leaders of their companies. Why shouldn't it be you? If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Workforce Workshop and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next deep dive. We break down the trends so you can build the career. I want to hear from you. Have you experienced quiet hiring? Was it a positive or negative experience for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'm Chiraz Kelly. Remember, don't just work in your career, workshop it.